Welcome to the Crazy Town Podcast. I'm Jonas.
And I'm TNT Don. I'm Mike the Explosive One, and we have a special guest with us today. The illustrious, the handsome, the dashing, the daring, the wealthy, the important, maybe next president.
Mr. X, Mr. X, you've made up a lot of things, and I appreciate all those things.
They're all wonderful.
They're all wonderful. None of them true, but
none of them true.
You're important to us. That's
it
all
is
that
good
matters.
to be here at the Crazy Town Media World Headquarters. Like
Crazy Town Compound.
I haven't been here in a while.
Live
and
in
it feels
person.
good.
Yeah, was the security guard nice to you?
Yeah, the parking's insane. Like I've never seen anything like that. But
we told him to stop cavity searching everyone, so hopefully he got that memo.
Oh no, I asked him to do that.
Fair enough.
Speaking of police, it's been 27 years since
I had sex with a woman.
Since Tupac was killed, murdered in Las Vegas.
Oh, dude, that was tragic.
Shot in a car while he rode with Suge Knight.
You know what's interesting? I remember the night that happened.
I do too.
It
was like 9/11.
I had a friend staying over, and I was sleeping. We were both sleeping, and like I woke up in the middle of the night, and the TV was on, and they talked about it, and I was like, hey, and like dude was on the floor, and he was like, what? And I was like, Tupac died, and he was just like, and he was like, oh man, we just went back to sleep.
Oh man.
Yeah, he's like, oh man, or like cool or something. Like it was just like in the middle of the night, you know. Yeah, that's my story.
I have to be honest. Growing up in white suburbia, I would not have known who Tupac was at the time. I know who he is now.
Yeah.
But he didn't get a lot of play around where I grew up.
That's funny because for me, growing up in white suburbia, I didn't listen to much Tupac either. So it's pretty fair. Well, it wasn't suburb. Was that suburb?
No, we're too far away to be suburbia. We were the city around the rural area.
Okay,
you were like the bedroom community or whatever they call it.
Yeah, like because like there was the hip happening city, and then you go like a few miles out and it's just like farms.
Yeah, there you go.
So,
but Tupac. They finally have charged somebody with the murder for Tupac.
Keefy D.
It is a Crip. He is now 50, 60 years old.
No kidding.
In court, he looked a little worse for the wear. While
saw
trying
that.
to walk, he was limping a little bit. Maybe has some issues there. But old man brought up on charges because Virginia state law states that even if you were a part, essentially he was an accessory to the crime because he was in the car with the guy who shot him, but there was only two people in the car. So now it's about, did the guy Keefy D, did he shoot him, or did the guy who is the other suspect has already passed away?
Oh, he 6'9"'d him and he's dead already?
I don't know if he's 6'9". He may have died of natural causes for all I know.
I meant Keefy D rolled on him like 6'9" did.
I mean, yeah, but if you roll on somebody and they're dead, you know.
Is that still a gang faux pas? You roll on a dead man, dude?
I don't know.
That sounds worse.
I feel like you can hang as much as you want on a dead guy. I don't see what the downside would be.
What's your rules on snitching? Mr. X, what's your rule on snitching? How do you feel about snitching?
I've never had a lot of opportunity to do a lot of snitching. Okay. I would think if the guy's dead, I'd probably snitch as well. And if I was the guy who pulled the trigger, I would be snitching like a motherfucker. Like, no, it was that guy, and
he's dead, so nothing to worry about.
I was asleep in the passenger seat.
And as a friend, how would you feel if you've passed away and you were like, "Hey, if you ever need to pin a crime on somebody, you can get me," And then as you're dying, you pass away, and then automatically you give carte blanche for anybody.
Wait a second, why don't gangs do that? Like Slim Tim
they
dies,
do.
and they're like, "Slim Tim, he got killed. Blame it all on him."
They do.
Oh, is that what they did?
In fact, this case right here, they did it. So it's happening all the time.
Yeah, they're just like, oh yeah, and that murder, yeah, that was him too, and that one, and that one, and that one. They're like, he admitted to me.
Recently, there was some stuff where T.I. even got on because there's like a case of like, you're still snitching because you're saying somebody did a crime. You're still cooperating with police, and there's a lot of just like gray area in there. So I don't know. I wanted to know how you feel about snitching.
That's a tough one. I mean, I wouldn't not that I would know. I hope I would never know anybody who does this. But if like somebody, I wouldn't want to hang something on somebody that would just completely tarnish them. Like, I don't know. Like if they're dead, they're like touching kids or something.
Okay, well, yeah,
it's like something like that. Like,
something that's going to hurt their legacy.
Yeah, and it wasn't, and they didn't really do it. And I was just wanting to hang that on them, right? Like
they have a foundation, and you're just like a charity.
That'd be kind of shitty to do that. But if you're a gang member and they hang a murder on you, like I don't think that's really going to change much.
Look, I kill Tupac. Okay, you die, and then would you mind if I just said you killed Tupac instead of me?
Yeah, you knock yourself out. I don't.
Okay, see, that's
I really don't care.
Jonas, how would you feel?
I'm fine. I mean, because
cool with that?
if you're in a gang, that's almost like. But here's the thing. I don't know why no one ever fessed up to killing him anyway, because that's like a whole high-profile killing.
And that's the thing is that Keefy D has actually written a book. He's appeared on many podcasts, and he's done interviews with many bloggers where he has essentially said, I was in the car when it happened. He's told the entire story. He's described all the instances of what have happened, but there's a little discretion where the other guy in the car was 300 pounds, and for him to lean over to properly shoot.
His range of motion is,
Exactly.
and the gun would have went off right in Keefy D's face.
Exactly. So it's just like, now we have to bring it to court. But he's been telling on himself, and that's the only reason that I really feel like this is going to the point where it is, where he's actually being brought up on charges.
Well, he should have talked to his lawyer about it.
He's an idiot, dude. He's 60 years old. He thought it was over. It's been 30 years.
He's like, isn't there a statute of limitations on murder? Like, no, there's not.
No. He thought he was like one of those Nazi commanders that have been like living in hiding and get brought up on charges at 70, and they're like, oh, I thought I was good.
They're all like, welcome to America. Here's jail. Dude, I don't know, man. Like
Either way. I'm glad you guys aren't snitches, though. That's pretty cool.
I mean, I tell everybody a dead man did it.
If you see somebody stealing in a store, what do you do?
Not my store, man. I don't work
Well,
there.
if you see someone stealing in your store,
you'll know I occasionally roll strapped. So if it's my store, we might be having different
you're
conversations.
going to be the one having the murder.
And that's your God-given American right.
In Texas, it is.
Yeah, sure the hell it is. I feel a threat in my home. Boom. That's it. The store's my home.
No, hey, fair enough.
Hey, yeah. I mean, I've told the story. I had to call the cops on a guy who was stealing from the store I worked in.
You worked there.
Yeah, I was the manager. I was the manager.
You didn't really care if he stole, though, did you?
I mean, if he cost me my job, I did.
That's fair.
Yeah,
That's
if he's stealing so much and I'm not doing anything to stop it and I lose my job, I hope that guy burns in hell for that. That's terrible. Taking away my. I
mean, it's not like he did it maliciously.
Well, you guys are seeing what's happening out on the west, like in some of these cities where, like in San Francisco and stuff, where it's just this mass looting.
The riot flash mobs.
Yeah, so it's like a flash mob stealing, and like you see the employees like, what do I do here?
Nothing.
Like they're like, I don't want to. I don't know these people. They're gonna, because what's gonna happen? The whole mob's gonna turn around and start. Throw your ass on the ground.
Yeah, that $12.50 an hour is not worth.
If it came down to me fighting that guy or him, I'd be like, see you later, buddy. Welcome to all the DVDs. I just happened to notice he had cut cases in his hand when I worked at the video store and called the cops, and he had all the DVDs in his pocket.
And he was still there.
He was still trying to. Yeah,
trying to get more.
Yeah,
he got greedy. You don't get greedy.
The amount of stuff he had stolen over the weeks prior, he was greedy. He came back to the well many times.
This is at a Blockbuster video. So
yeah.
Just to give a little bit of...
pour one out.
Yeah, exactly. They were all plastic cases, and he would slit the binder with a razor knife and pull the disc out.
A disc.
Yeah.
This is back when people used to watch media on discs.
Homeboy was watching standard def DVDs. Went to jail for that.
I went to jail for it.
He had like a stack of 50 in his pocket.
I mean that's
or something
that's
stupid.
$700-800.
I mean, I don't think they were all for me. He must have been making rounds at other stores, at Shockbuster and Glockbuster and Cockbuster down the street, taking all their.
Where the hell was your Blockbuster, man? That sounds insane.
Blockbuster Video,
Cockbusters,
Cockbuster Video.
I don't think that was a.
Whoa,
that was a different kind of.
That was a different kind.
That's
of store.
A pretty niche.
Yeah, he had DVDs, but they were a different kind of DVD, if you know what I mean. So,
if you're into those type of videos,
have you ever had to get anybody arrested, TNT?
No, I'm not a snitch. I don't care what you do, as long as I'm not implicated. We good.
Yeah. Hey. Yeah.
I could see you do a crime. I'm just going to close my eyes and walk away.
Good.
Essentially.
I mean,
Unless it's touching kids.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. I think if I see you hurting somebody, like that's different. Like
if they deserve it.
What, like
if I know, woman? I'll stay out the damn way. But
that old woman deserved to have her purse stolen. Is that what you're saying?
If you're hurting people, like it's one thing to steal Louis Vuitton bags. It's another thing to.
It's an oddly specific accusation.
Well, that's the last one of the San Francisco videos I saw was a Louis Vuitton.
Oh, they're stealing Louis Vuitton bags,
getting trashed.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, but anyways, that's all the time we have for today's episode. Go to crazytown.com for Jonas.
And Mr. X.
Oh yeah, Mr. X is here.